Hello, my name is Yulia C, and in this video I want to talk about reconciliation. We have two companies, company A and company B. Let's say that company A have to reconcile deliveries with company B, let's say on a weekly basis. So it's pretty often, and in this video I want to show my set of formulas you can use to make this reconciliation easier, I will do one reconciliation for this particular situation, and in the way so next week and then again and again we could use these formulas for our further reconciliations. So what do we have here? Company A. From company A we have date, number, delivery number, sum, and the name of the company. Company B gave us the following information. It gave us invoice number, document date, and amount in local currency. And what else company B gave us is matching delivery and invoice. So delivery number is what we need to use to reconcile data. So I made reconciliation in a different file, and I'm gonna show that to you right now. Let's say reconciliation after. It's a little bit slowly. Let's go to the company A worksheet. The first step I made is I calculated the sum of all deliveries for company A and for company B. Because I want to use this file in the future, like it's gonna be like template, I made formulas as flexible as it's possible. And as you see, in some formula I use indirect formula, and D7 it's the name, number, address of the column. It's D7, let's see, it's here. And because I know that every time I will start my every reconciliation, the first sum is the first amount is gonna be in the D7 row. Sorry, not row, cell. So what I don't know is the end of my table, and for that I used another formulas. I calculate the height of the table A. You see height of the table A and height of the table B, and we see that I used count formula. So what does that mean? Count is will calculate us the number of the amount of I think better say quantity of cells with some numbers. So that means that count formula calculated all amounts which company A gave us, right? So, and as we know that the first amount starts in row 7, we need to understand how to find the final address, the address of the last cell with sum. We need to add 6. We need to add 6 to 312, and that's what I did in my formula. Let's see that again. Okay, so using the same logic, I calculated the amount of deliveries for company B, and here we can see the difference. The next step, because we have found that there are differences between A and B company, we need to find why and in what deliveries we can see these differences. So let's go to the B worksheet. And here we didn't have delivery, as you remember. Delivery number was only in invoice delivery worksheet, and here we found all delivery numbers for each invoice, and for that we used formula indirect. Index and match. So I will show that closer. We used index match method, and after I found delivery number, I divided that in one, because I want delivery number be in a number format, not in the text format, because as you see, let's go to invoice delivery worksheet, and you see that here numbers are in the text format. Of course, it's not difficult to convert that in a number format, but if you have a lot of data, it can take a lot of time. You have to wait for a few minutes, and I don't like that. I prefer to divide on one, or you can multiply on one. So we have found delivery numbers for each invoice, and what interesting thing we can see here is that sometimes for one delivery number, like here, we see two invoices. So this is very important information, because we need to use special formulas to find the sum of particular delivery, right? So let's go to the worksheet A, and here I added column B to table, to company A table, and so I added column with name sum B, and here I used formula sum if. It's not complicated formula, and I like it because you don't care how many times delivery number you meet in your worksheet, right? You just see the sum. Okay, the next I calculate the difference, and it's just easy subtraction, sum B from sum A, yeah, right here. And I also added another column, and I named that difference type, because why did I do that? Let's say company A made decision that all differences less than $1 is not important for company A, and company A doesn't want to spend time to analyze this difference, and it's not it's not very comfortable to use all differences, like to look through the differences like here, like I'm doing right now, or roll down and look the differences, and it's much more convenient to use this tip, right? And so I write easy formula here, like if ABC, I use ABC because I want to have absolute number, less than $1, don't show me anything, and if it's more, show me yes. And now I can just filter. Using filter, I can choose only yes rows, and here we see the difference. I will clear the filter, and what's interesting here, I put the sum of differences, and this formula will, as you see, can calculate in only the differences on this worksheet, and we see that difference between A and B is not the same difference as the differences we can see on worksheet A, and different sounds weird, but difference between difference on worksheet A and difference between A and B is $3,000, let's say, dollars. So that means that we need to analyze information on worksheet B. Let's go there, and as you remember, I told that we noticed that for company B can have two rows for one delivery, like here. it can have, maybe it can have more. It's not that important. What is important to understand how to calculate data, how to analyze data in the right way. So here I used a set of formulas to not make a mess here, because I want it to look good and I want to see a result. So let's see at this. Let's take a look at this formula. F5. So as you can see, if let's go from the last formula, like lookup. What's VLOOKUP formula doing here? It's looking for G3. So it's yes, it's finding the number, the sum of for each delivery from worksheet A, and then let's go to if set formula. If formula if is very important here, because it says that if you have seen this delivery number in this row before this row, like in the previous row, don't write anything. I don't want this information. But if not, if you meet this delivery number first time, please find me the sum of this delivery number on worksheet A. And I used if error because in case if a lookup haven't found this delivery number on worksheet A, it will show us that it's some mistake, and I don't like that. I prefer to have 0 instead of that, and it will help us to calculate, because if it will show us some kind of mistake, we will not see the difference. We will see a mistake again. So what is not something I want. So here let's in the column F I calculate the difference, and it's not just subtraction. Why we cannot just subtract here? Because again we here we see that delivery can be repeated a few times in the column in this table, and to make subtractions we need to understand that, and we need to use this information. So we using formula sum if to calculate the sum for each particular delivery, and then we subtract from this sum, we subtract amount from a worksheet A. So, and again here I'm using this if thing again, and because I don't want to have mess. So, and here I used again this formula for difference type, because I don't want to spend my time to analyze the differences which are not significant. And here using the filter we can choose yes, and here we see the differences. So, and what is very important here also, before you start to use all these formulas, I would recommend, after you pull in delivery number to this table, I would recommend to sort all this data in the table by delivery number. So this way we have all delivery numbers, the same delivery number is going to be together, and the formula, like this part of formula, if you have seen this delivery number before, don't show me anything on this row, will work. So, and that's actually it. We see this $3,000 difference. We can find that here. using yes, right? Because we see that company A doesn't have this delivery, and that's why we have this $3,000 difference. So that's the end of the video. I hope it was interesting, and I hope it will be useful. If I will receive any questions, I'll be glad to answer. Thank you very much. Have a good day.